It's already been a history-making day at the Little League World Series on a gorgeous Friday in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Let's see what else we have in store. 4 more games to go, starting with David Panama. Finally debuting here after they clinched all the way back in March. Going up against León, Nicaragua. Already has looked very impressive on day 1 back on Wednesday at the Little League World Series.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
When the lights turn on and the show starts, somebody will get hot. It could be you. With your friends by your side, family in the stands. The town is buzzing.
Ji-Hwan Hong, and it's gone!
The camera is set for close-ups, and the spotlight is as bright as it gets. All you gotta do is shine.
That matches the Monet Davis record.
Welcome to the Little League Baseball World Series, presented by T-Mobile. Gorgeous Friday indeed at the sports paradise as we head into the first weekend on a busy day. 8 games today at the Little League World Series, and we've already seen a couple no-hitters. Cooper Tissett goodbye. He Rafael Devers the home run, that one-hand finish. Yeah, Cooper Tissett, he struck out 15 in what was a combined no-hitter for Davenport, Iowa, in a heavyweight showdown with California. Minutes later, Curacao no-hit Japan. Jamie L. Martino went 4 2/3. Giandry Ryan followed. Ryan struck out all 4 that he faced. He threw up to 77 miles an hour. Crazy at this level. 4 winners already on each side. Washington, New Jersey, Nevada, and Iowa, as we just showed you. Nicaragua, South Korea, Mexico, and Curacao among our 20 teams here. With that, we say hello. Welcome back to Williamsport. Eduardo Perez, Mike Monaco with you. Sebastian Salazar joins us in a moment. 4 games already today. 4 more still to come into the night. And Eddie, in a span of about, what, 10 minutes, we saw 2 combined no-hit dominant efforts.
Yeah, we've seen elite pitching. We saw the 14 strikeouts over there. And here in this ballpark in Volunteer, we saw what you could say the balanced pitching attack. Swing and miss, but at the same time, power at the end. And Curacao took care of business in their first time representing with their names on their chest.
Yeah, pretty special. And now we get a game that involves Nicaragua for the second time here. They opened up this entire tournament on Wednesday afternoon, and they got a star performance from Clemente Sevilla. He went 5 2/3, big left arm. He struck out 12, and then he finished the game, too, with an outfield assist.
Yeah, it was the presence on the mound. He knew exactly what he was doing from the left side. Also got a big hit early, and then to end the game, do not run on that shoulder. Maybe on the elbow, but not the shoulder.
Then he chatted with Sebastian.
Not only did he have 12 strikeouts, but he had the game-winning throw from right field. Cuéntame un poco de las emociones después de un partidazo como es.
Hombre, primeramente le doy gracias a Dios, ¿verdad? Porque le dio el triunfo el día de hoy. Las emociones pues están al 100, sabiendo que está todo un país pendiente sobre nosotros, entonces tenemos que dar el doble que hicimos el día de hoy.
He said his emotions are at 100. First thing first was to thank God, but they knew that everybody back home was watching, and that was a real point of emphasis for them in this tournament. Let's talk about that pitching. 12 ponches. Cuéntame un poco de cómo estabas pichando y qué estaba pasando en esos momentos.
Hombre, la mentalidad era sacar todo, pues, todos lados, ¿verdad? Tuvieron un momento apretado, pero a la hora Dios me dio la oportunidad de sacar del juego el día de hoy.
He said it got into a tight moment there, but God gave him the opportunity to make the big play, and he certainly made it. We've obviously had a lot of fans here who have come in from all parts of the United States. Cuéntame de este apoyo, de gente de Estados Unidos, nicaragüenses que han venido a apoyarlos. ¿Eso qué significa para ti?
Para mí significa, ¿sabes? Que está un país sobre... De todo el mundo hay países de leoneses, sabiendo que nosotros somos el León, también vienen a apoyar, sabiendo pues que somos un equipo, ¿sabes? Leonés, todo.
Here, as we said, all the way back in March, and they battled back in a bunch of games from the brink of elimination during that region tournament.
Yeah, and they call them the Guerreros, the Warriors, and that's what they have been. They've been warriors and not looking at the score early, but making sure at the end it says Panama out front.
Here we go, Nicaragua and Panama next. People. This is the second largest city behind the capital, Managua. It's located along the Rio Chiquito. They got an active volcano that people hike there. They got the largest freshwater lake in the region and a beautiful national flower. Let's meet the team.
Mi nombre es Giovanni Noel Urroz Chávez y mi jugador favorito es Jordan Álvarez.
Mi nombre es Jonathan Orroz y mi banda favorita es The Kiss. Mi nombre es Sergio Lese Girón Fuente y mi comida favorita es el pollo con papa.
Mi nombre es Jotin Gabriel Martínez y mi jugador favorito es Messi.
Mi nombre es Gonzalo Martínez, película favorita Los Rápidos y Furiosos.
Mi nombre es Joguer Mercado y mi jugador favorito es Auron Josh.
Mi nombre es Marvin Somarriba y mi mollo favorito es el de la risa.
Mi nombre es Moisés Estrada y mi comida favorita son las alitas picantes.
Mi nombre es Kenji Jiménez, mi equipo favorito es los Dodgers.
Mi nombre es Marvin Gómez y mi jugador favorito es Juan Soto.
Mi nombre es Kenny Ricardo Aro Roque y mi cantante favorito es Bad Bunny.
Mi nombre es Clemente Sevilla y mi postre favorito es el helado.
That's Nicaragua, the Latin American champs. Already got a win Wednesday. We told you 2-1 over the Dominican Republic. And here's their lineup with 12 players in it.
Yeah, a lot of focus on the number 1 and 10 hitters in the lineup because of the R rolling that you're going to have to do. But also, you have Josuar Mercado Carrion in the 8th spot. Look, this is a team that if you have to pitch around Clemente Sevilla, he's their cleanup hitter. He is their big hitter. If he creates damage, that is going to be one of the big tickets for Nicaragua. They need to score today, and it's going to be off this kid on the bump. His name, Obed Fuentes. 12 years of age, 5'5", and Jack Sparrow. Favorite celebrity, Jack Sparrow. Think about that.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Why not?
Tough to meet Johnny Depp in that form.
It really is, isn't it? That's why I thought so.
I like it. It's one of my
Pirates of the Caribbean.
One of the more creative ones we've seen. From Obed Fuentes, ready to face this Nicaraguan team. Jonathan Uros leads it off, the shortstop for Nicaragua. .74 to start out of the right arm of Obed Fuentes.
Yeah, that's a big arm right there. 74, first pitch in Williamsport in the Little League World Series. Huge.
Fuentes said his favorite pitch to throw is his two-seam fastball. We can understand why, and this is really cool. Our group asked the Panamanian coaches, how hard does Fuentes throw? Well, they said, we haven't had access to a radar gun. They were estimating between 65 and 68. He comes out throwing 74.
And it's easy, it's loose. Think back in the day of Oral Hershiser on the mound. After he throws the ball, look at the motion and the body language. Lanky, yet loose. A little bit shoulders down. Just a bulldog.
One of the more deliberate motions you'll see. Mom here watching Anna. No doubt proud of the kid nicknamed the Missile. We can see why. Two to Jonathan Uros. Yes, outside, full count.
Favorite player, Shohei Ohtani. And his favorite food, pizza.
I adore pizza. That's something we haven't had here yet. Or at least I haven't had in town.
It's early.
Fouled back.
I will say this. I will not have pizza with Chris Burke.
Why not?
He eats too fast. I think he's going to get more slices than we do.
You know when relievers steal a win from a starting pitcher and they're called the vulture? That's what Chris Burke is to food. Polished off your remaining lasagna last night. 3-2. That is a hard-earned walk by Jonathan Uros. Staring at 75 in to get aboard to start the ball game.
And a really good at-bat when you're able to come back from 0-2 to be able to get a walk and lay off some pitches that were pretty darn close. And it's an advantage that Nicaragua has already having played. I think the nerves are a little different. They're 1-0 already. And the top of the lineup is going to play huge for this offense.
The leadoff man on for Jose Martinez. Strike to start, top of the zone to Jose Martinez, the catcher for this Nicaraguan team, coming off that win Wednesday. Their manager, Jose Rodriguez, said afterward, we aren't here to participate. We're here to compete. We've been working toward this for 3 months, and we have big plans for this tournament. And they certainly looked the part of one of the real talented teams here on Wednesday.
And every time that you see Nicaragua, they're very patient at the plate. They're a team that makes you work, a team that makes you throw strikes and tries to get that pitch count up. They did it in game 1. And right now, they're going into their 10th pitch with a 2-hole hitter up. Ball!
They force you to throw strikes.
They force you to get in the zone. And we see the velocity, it works, but if it's not consistent in the zone, you might have to take a little bit off to be able to be economical on the mound.
To the backstop, off the camera, dead ball. Runner to second.
Overthrowing a bit, everything just going, opening up and going glove side. Watch the head, see how the head jerks away from it. He's not linear towards it. And that's an expensive piece of lens right there that survived that impact.
Well, it's because Haas is running that camera.
There we go.
Right?
Yeah.
Not on his watch. Yeah, what
There
do you
it
say,
is.
Haas?
Is that Thing or is that Haas?
Here's just a hand. That's a strike. Full count on Jose Martinez.
It'd be great to see Thing again, just point towards the pitcher.
That's disconcerting signals. Obed Fuentes has had the labor against these first couple Nicaragua bats. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Good heater, one away.
The equivalent of 95 miles per hour if he's throwing from the 60 feet 6 inches on the rubber, and this is a beautiful angle. It's coming in hot, very linear. You don't see that much of a vertical drop to it, creating the swing and miss.
So one down into the 3 spot in the Nicaragua lineup for Moises Estrada, the center fielder.
Showing bunt. This is what they do. Patient on the first pitch. He'll most likely pull it back. Ball.
Well, breaking ball to start. Moy. It's a good nickname. Simple, clear, concise.
Nice and clean.
He was just told slash until you see a strike. So you get a sense of exactly what you're talking about, the game plan for Nicaragua.
And it's patience through the first time in the order. In the first game, we saw them swing a couple times at the first pitch when they had a runner in scoring position. But right now, he's ready. Aggressive stance at the plate.
Popped up foul, 1-2. Yeah, these coaches were telling us for Nicaragua before the game started, they said their offensive success, a product of, I love this, good eyesight, grounding out great play. You got to have good eyesight to be a good hitter.
You do, but you also have to have the patience and you have to be coachable. And these kids have been coachable the entire time. That's one of the big reasons they are here.
Gum chopping Obed Fuentes.
Talk about two of their players that on a weekly, we're talking about daily basis, 5 times a week, they walked 4.5 miles to practice, had to get on a motorcycle as well, and still walk some more on the way back. I mean, it's a beautiful story, and let's see how it ends here in Williamsport, but they're already winners just being here.
Clemente Sevilla and Marvin Gomez, those two. I mean, it's part of the journey for Nicaragua to be here. Guys like that, pouring in that much. And then you heard off the top when Sebastian was talking with Clemente Sevilla, 2 of the players here unable to make the trip because of individual circumstances regarding visa travel documentation. So they're down 2 of their friends and teammates here.
It forces you to grow up early.
2-2. Foul back. Haas stays sturdy. Still 2-2.
Oh, I love right there that protecting the zone. You have to open it up a little bit more with 2 strikes. Being able to foul it off. Oh, yeah, shake that hair out a little bit.
Walk, strikeout, 2-2. Tug of war on every single pitch, it feels like. That is perfectly placed at 73. Back-to-back Ks for Obed Fuentes.
That could have gone either way, and then this time it was Tyler Malacca behind the plate. That said a little too close to take for strike 3. Huge strikeout right there for Fuentes.
All right, here comes Clemente Sevilla, who did everything in the game on Wednesday. We told you 5 2/3, 12 strikeouts, game-winning outfield assist. Drove in their first run with a double. How do you handle his bat here?
Struggled with the breaking pitch. He was out in front. Let's see if he just goes soft with him. Try to fall a little short. First base is open.
Looks like they'll try to work him away with a fastball to begin to a guy who loves Juan Soto and often breaks out the Soto shuffle. Looks like he almost went down there.
Oh, yeah.
It's like your dance moves.
And stay away.
You can be very careful with him, right? I mean, I know you're not looking to put a bunch of guys on, but you've seen how talented this kid is.
He is talented, but he does have a lot of holes in his swing, and he will go after the breaking pitch as well. He wants to be able to hit. What concerns me more is the pitch count, already going into his 22nd pitch of the inning.
And Jose Rodriguez, the manager, just told Clemente Sevilla to take until you see a strike. Very clearly the recipe. They're just not going to swing. And if they're out of the zone, they're not going to chase.
Yeah, and Fuentes very deliberate on the mound, taking his time a little bit slower than what we've accustomed to see here in the Little League World Series. Very methodical.
If you are wondering at home, there's no pitch clock at this level. Hey! 3-1. Sevilla dedicated the win on Wednesday to those two teammates, his buddies Eduardo and Matias, who were unable to be here. He made a point of shouting those guys out after what was a masterful performance from one of the leaders on this team. The jerseys of their two teammates hanging here.
3-1.
And everyone's seeing a lot of pitches here. 7 the first batter, 6 and 6 the second and third. And now the 5th pitch coming to Clemente Sevilla. Full count.
Oh, that again, that's a good take. That's not the pitch that Clemente Sevilla wanted to swing at. Going into the 25th pitch now. Everything, or most of all the pitches to Sevilla have been away.
(3-2). Up and away, ball 4. Second walk of the inning.
Buen turno, buen turno. Buen turno, buen turno. Eso es, vamos.
25 pitches in and a mound visit.
Yeah, I said good at bat right there. You heard him at first base for Sevilla. But a mound visit just by his catcher and the infielders. This is a win no matter what for Nicaragua, being able to get already 25 pitches out of Fuentes. Outfield playing very deep, especially in center field.
And you know Kenny Jimenez will take until he sees a strike. He is not up there to swing the bat yet.
No.
And now we'll get a mound visit from Panama.
Something with his ankle right here. I don't know if he rolled the ankle.
It's the manager, Edwin Del C.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Te golpeaste?
What happened? You hurt yourself?
¿Te golpeaste? ¿Ah?
He said he twisted his ankle, his left ankle.
¿Está bien?
Are you okay? Yes.
Sácame el voy a ti. Vamos.
Get this out.
Vamos arriba. ¿Está bien seguro?
Let's go.
Estamos ready.
Are you sure?
Está bien. Un
picheo, dobló el
Are you
tobillo.
okay?
Estás bien. ¿Estás listo? ¿Puedes pichar? ¿Quieres
Can
saber?
you pitch?
Picheo de práctica.
Can you throw one to loosen up?
Tira un picheo.
Let him throw one pitch.
It's not something charged, right?
No, sir. It's an injury visit. I'm here.
Okay.
Injury visit.
Okay. Es una
Entrada por-
de lesión.
Nods yes. Good to go, as he told his manager. Nothing of luck.
Right there at the end, he felt a twitch. Did not see him roll it that much.
Well, he's in a tricky spot here in the first. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. We yearn for a ball in play. Kenya Jimenez bats. 2-0.
That was close. Ball's behind 2-0.
Kenny says his highlight from this past season when he won the award for batting leader, total hits on his team.
I just like that he loves fried chicken and fries. Pollo frito y papas. Yes, he did.
Did he go?
Oh, no, he did not.
According to Chris Van Ert,
He went with the 2 hands.
it's the art of the appeal from a
Yeah.
home plate umpire. What do you got here on Tyler behind the plate?
It's the art of the appeal right here. He goes to 2 hands. We just missed it on the side view, but when he went with 2 hands, I was like, okay, there was conviction right there.
That's down. So 4-pitch walk, bases loaded after the appeal.
Yeah, watch the appeal right here. Did he go?
Did he go?
Oh, 2 hands, serve it up on a plate.
You'll get conflicting opinions on this.
Yes.
Is it better to go 1 hand or 2? I kind of like the 2, like on a busboy platter like that.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, and there are a lot of thoughts that if you go right hand or left hand, but let's listen in here. And they're going to make a move.
Ven, está bien, papá, está bien.
You're
¿Estás
okay,
bien?
you're
¿Puedes
okay.
correr?
Can you
¿Verdad?
run?
Tú ahora te necesito para batear. Vamos fuera, no entren. No entres
I
ahí.
need you to bat. I need you as far as hitting.
Necesito defensa y te necesito para que batees ahora. ¿Está bien?
I need you for defense, and I need you for
Ahorita ya adentro.
offense.
Sácame esto, por favor.
Please get this out.
Vamos arriba, Luca, vamos. Saluda.
Luca almost comes in from center field no matter what Fuentes able to pitch in Panama's next game. Back in Williamsport, we remind you Game Changers, the official scorekeeping technology partner of the Little League World Series. Coach smarter, connect live, replay the action on Game Changer, the #1 youth sports app. Live the game like never before. What's up, fellas? Pretty good day. Taking 8 Little League World Series games today here in South Williamsport. Obed Fuentes goes to center. Switches places with Lucas Olmos. Takes over.
And it's all about the power with Lucas Olmos at the plate and now on the mound. A real impressive arm we saw during Panama's infield from center field.
First pitch, 78, strike one to Kendry Arauz.
That's the hardest pitch I've seen yet.
Me too. We saw 77 earlier today. The equivalent of 101 in pro ball. 0-1. On the ground, right field, base hit, Arauz. Uros and Sevilla to the plate. It's 2-0 Nicaragua.
How about that? Doesn't matter how hard you throw, you put some bat on it, and you find a hole. That's exactly what happened with the swing. Catches it on the outside part, gets it between the first baseman and third baseman on the dive, and then a strong throw from Edgar Villarreal in right field to no avail. Clemente Sevilla sliding on the outside part of the plate. Ball is dropped. Now you have runners at second and third.
And now Marvin Gomez. And that is flames from Lucas Olmos. Well, you think about if you're Panama, some big arms that you brought into this game. It didn't feel to me, Eddie, you let me know what you think. It didn't feel like the misses from Fuentes were huge.
They weren't, but they were inconsistent. And I think the strategy of Nicaragua to be able to be patient, first pitch, start 1-0, force him into the zone, frustrated a little bit of Fuentes, and he just did not have it early on in this game.
I mean, you had one pitcher throwing 74, another throwing 78. You haven't made it out of the top of the first yet. Courtesy runner for the pitcher Arauz at second, and it's 0-2 on Marvin Gomez. And this is as big an arm as we've seen on the international side. We haven't watched every pitch up the hill in the United States bracket, and this is how it compares when you think about the distance from the mound to home plate.
Yeah, you have to be quick, especially to the reaction.
Wow, just missed on an 0-2 at 78 again. Lucas's father, Roberto, a lawyer back home, watching intently. And this bind in the top of the first. One-two, swing and a miss. 77 for a strikeout of Gomez to strand 2. But Nicaragua plates 2.
Well, you want power? You get power right here after giving up a base hit. Stay sharp. And Dad, give it to me, Dad. Manos arriba.
How much does it mean to these kids? Lucas Olmos came onto the mound, got a huge strikeout, and his father, Roberto, driven to tears watching his son pitch on the biggest stage imaginable in sports for a 12-year-old.
Yeah, this is what it's all about. A lot of ball game left for these kids.
This team from David, Panama. Very nice city back in Panama, roughly 2,300 miles from Williamsport. What do you got?
Oh, it's the rainbow eucalyptus, the trees in the forest. You can spot them anywhere. And Baru volcano has not erupted since the 1550s. Still hanging in. Panamanian golden frog, considered the symbol.
Let's meet the kids.
Mi nombre es Edgar Villarreal y mi jugador favorito de béisbol es José Chema Caballero.
Mi nombre es Brian Quintero y mi equipo favorito son los Philadelphia Phillips.
Mi nombre es Eddie Rivera y mi película favorita es Los Transformers.
Mi nombre es Ian Salcedo y mi jugador favorito es Acuña Jr.
Mi nombre es Orlando Acosta y mi postre favorito es Tres Leches.
Mi nombre es Ian Del Cid y mi comida favorita es el espagueti.
Mi nombre es Jacob Sánchez y mi comida favorita es el sushi.
Mi nombre es Eduard Díaz y mi película favorita es Harry Potter.
Mi nombre es Dominic Saavedra y mi jugador favorito es Jota.
Mi nombre es Caleb Valdés y mi postre favorito es el helado de galleta.
Mi nombre es Thiago de Gracia y mi equipo favorito es los Yankees.
Mi nombre es Josué Hernández y mi jugador favorito es Manny Machado.
Mi nombre es Obed Fuente y mi comida favorita es el arroz con pollo.
Mi nombre es Lucas Olmo y mis equipos favoritos son los Dodgers.
David, Panama. And here's their batting order. This team representing their own area. 14 players deep as they make their debut here this year.
Yeah, they make their debut, and it's now they're down 2, but this is a team offensively that can turn it around. They can score at will. Panama knows that they've got 6 innings, that they have to play elite defense, but most importantly, this 14-man batting order has to provide some offense.
After those 2 were supplied for Nicaragua by Kendry Arauz, who's on the mound for Nicaragua. He gets the start here in Nicaragua's 2nd game. His favorite athlete is Jacob Mizorowski. See what he's got in the big right arm as he pumps in strike 1. Says he wants to be a pro baseball player to reach the big leagues. He says so he can move forward and help his family.
Well, he's starting off the right way right now, just throwing strikes. Same way that Fuentes started the game 0-2. Let's see if Fuentes can turn this around in this at-bat.
Swing and a miss. A strikeout of Fuentes. Well, time now to go to Sebastian and Roberto Olmos for today's family interview brought to you by Foot Locker.
That's right, last half inning we saw Lucas dealing and we saw Dad getting emotional in the stands. Roberto, cuéntame de esas lágrimas que estaba sintiendo en ese momento.
Bueno, muy emocionado porque sabemos el trabajo que se ha hecho para llegar aquí y los pelados se han ganado ese puesto.
Very emotional because he knows just how much work this group has put in and the boys have really deserved to be here and have that moment. A ver, cuéntame un poco del orgullo de un papá viendo a su hijo aquí en un escenario internacional.
Bueno, para un papá que sabe de lo que es la pequeña liga, el llegar al mayor orgullo es esto, Williamsburg. Williamsport es el mayor orgullo de un padre, de un niño, y me siento muy orgulloso de todos los niños que están aquí en este cuadro.
He says that for a dad that knows anything about Little League, Williamsport is truly the dream come true, and he's very proud of all the kids on the team, obviously not just his own. Me imagino que ese orgullo se aumenta aún más viendo ahí el nombre de Panamá. No es Latin America, es Panamá en el uniforme. ¿Eso qué significa no solo para los niños, los padres, pero la nación, el país que nos está viendo?
Sí, definitivamente tener el nombre Panamá en un mundial es algo muy gratificante, algo que nos llena de orgullo, porque está representando a Panamá en sí, no a Latinoamérica. Y de verdad que todos los panameños estamos orgullosos de los niños que han llegado aquí y esperamos que hagan un buen torneo, un buen trabajo y nos sentimos contentos y sumamente orgullosos.
And he says having the Panama on the shirt, not Latin America, is obviously very big. There's a huge amount of support back in Panama, and I do want to ask him about that. Oye, veo aquí que tenemos como 3 equipos de radio que llegaron a transmitir los partidos. Es una obsesión nacional en Panamá este equipo, ¿no?
Sí, definitivamente sí es una obsesión porque el último equipo que llegó de Doleguita llegó a semifinal.
Sí, y hace 33 años, ¿no?
33 años, exactamente. Entonces esperamos mucho de los niños porque sabemos que tienen el potencial de llegar mucho más allá.
I mentioned that there's not one, not two, but 3 radio broadcasters from Panama. I said, wow, it's an obsession, this team. And he reminded me that 33 years ago, the last time that Little League, from this Little League, made it here to Williamsport, they were international runners-up. So there's some pretty big expectations for this group, not just from the parents, not just from the broadcasters, but everybody listening and watching back home.
Sebi, I love it,
David
man.
Chiriquí Doleguita.
One more message for the folks back home.
Yeah, the city of David in Chiriquí, Panama. Well, Bryant Quintero, the shortstop, pops one up in foul ground. Marvin Somariba gave it a good run. Still 2-2.
It's awesome because obviously Spanish is my first language, and to be able to hear him say Los Pelaos. The Colombians and Panamanians call their kids, the kids, Los Pelaos. No los niños, no los nenes, Los Pelaos. And it's just a cool way, different dialect, but with the same passion. And think about it, this is the 14th time that Panama is represented here in the Little League World Series. They've always, 13 times, they've won at least one game. So their representation is solid.
On the ground at second, Sergio Giron, round number 2. Yeah, and Roberto mentioned 1993. It was this same exact Little League that, yes, they went on an iconic run to the title game before they lost to a team from Long Beach, California that had future first-round Pro Bowl draft pick Sean Burrows on it. It was a heck of a title game, too. A walk-off winner for Long Beach, California.
And for Nicaragua right now, you're looking at Arauz Roque on the mound. He's trying to do what they call a shutdown inning after being able to be out there offensively for 22 minutes in the top half of the first inning. You get a shutdown inning right here. That's a huge win for Nicaragua.
Josue Hernandez on the ground at short. And Jonathan Uros does make it a nice shutdown inning. Yeah, after that 35 pitch, top of the first. The Little League Baseball World Series is presented by T-Mobile. The Little League World Series hits different with T-Mobile.
Lower Galindo with an update from the Hill. Washington with the 2 spot, the top of the first and the bottom of the first. Merrick-Coon for the boys from Bernie. We call him Merricuda, and that's why. He gets one for Texas. It's 2-1 Washington on ESPN. Mike?
Ooh, Maracuna. You like that?
I see what you're doing.
You like that?
All right.
All right, thank you. Still plenty to come here on day 3. Day 2 of games after the rainouts yesterday here at the Little League World Series. Still to come. That game going on right now that Lowell told you about on ESPN. Over on ESPNU, somewhere in the vicinity of 6 o'clock Eastern time, we'll get you South Korea and Czechia. And then Pennsylvania and New Jersey under the lights on Lamedy, 7 Eastern on ESPN. The mothership, as we call it. Top two, Nicaragua up 2-0 on Panama. 77 for ball one. So Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Pennsylvania rolling in.
They got a lot of bats.
Yeah, seriously. Do we need all those?
Apparently so.
Check out this thing.
Hey.
That's your type of humor. Was that going on when we were here last year, 6-7, or is that in the last year?
It's in the last year,
okay.
But we're late to the game.
Producer Kevin Clark says, I think it's over now. And I sure hope it is.
2-1.
A definitive 2-1 belted out to Josué Mercado. 2-2 from Lucas Olmos. Good pup.
How about that's intensity right there. I guarantee you he wants to go after that foul ball.
2-2.
Good little buzz in the ballpark right now. Two. That's down. Hey, what's it like as a catcher dealing with this kind of upper 70s velocity?
It's just, you hope that they hit the spot, right? And you have to think from bottom up when you're receiving right now. But it's coming firm, it's coming straight. Right now, Lucas Olmos looking for a pitch in the zone that he can get soft contact or even better, a swing and a miss for him.
Close. Coming back your way.
I didn't flinch.
You did. You didn't even move.
Nope. You know why?
Saw it all the way.
I didn't see it. No, when you see it all the way, you get out of the way.
This is our view up here.
This is it right here. If I'm going to catch one, it's going to be bare-handed. It's going to be one-handed, not two.
Confident young man.
By the way, where is that camera?
It's a tiny little thing up there. Josué Mercado gets support. Yeah.
You're new.
Yeah, that wasn't here.
I'm going to call that the Gus cam. Designated.
The Gus cam it is. Josué Mercado enjoyed that walk. 4 walks worked by Nicaragua's offense.
But think about what they did in the top half of the first inning. They worked an 0-2 count to a walk. Here again, they had 2 strikes and they worked it to a walk. Latin America has not swung the first pitch yet in this game. This has been their MO.
0-2 on Marvin Somariba. And that's what these coaches promised us. Good eyesight, grinding out plate appearances. Smaller guys. They said literally the physically smaller guys will get on base. Kind of feel like they're built, they said, with 4 contact hitters, 4 power hitters, and then 4 guys in between. Saw the manager, Jose Rodriguez, 37 years old.
All right, so all he said is all we do is hit the other way, so we hit that way. Trying to keep him focused on not trying to pull off the baseball.
Jose's all smiles, looking up at his fan base. Pops away from Edwards Diaz. And in scoring position as Mercado moves up.
And that's what happens when you have some velocity up top and you think that the ball's going to be in one place and it just gets on you a little bit quicker. Now again, Nicaragua with a runner in scoring position, no outs, 2-2 count. Choked up with 2 strikes.
78 pump pass Somariba. Second strikeout for Lucas Olmos, and there's one away.
This is a velo. Gets there in a hurry, and the higher the pitch, the harder it is to be able to catch up to.
Big strikeout there for Lucas Olmos. Now faces Giovanni Uros on this team with his twin brother. Meantime, up the hill at Lamade Stadium. Look at that. Scene packed.
The kids on the far right, phenomenal. It is a muddy but fast track.
Okay.
Down the hill today. And there's going to be a lot of dirt underneath the nails today.
A lot of detergent too.
And a lot of other places too. You think the parents brought extra clothing for the kids in the car?
If it's their first time here, you could understand if they didn't know to. And then your kid sees everyone going down the hill, and how are you going to say no to that?
I mean, that's mud right there, the middle. That part. Oh, it's a fast track, though.
Oh, yeah, look at that kid on the left.
Oh, yeah.
Head first. Sebastian went down the hill yesterday.
Yesterday or the day before?
I thought it was yesterday. I could be wrong. 78 outside. Diaz throws back to second. Pretty good throw, but safely back to the base Mercado. Yeah, Sebi was posting all kinds of content going down the hill. He was videoing himself as he slid down. I mean, that is...
Yeah, guys, I mean, we're looking at today's conditions, but really yesterday, once the rain stopped, the hill was almost perfect. Real slick. I got out there a little bit late, to be honest, so I was kind of dealing with what was left over from everybody else's cardboard, but I did make one successful run down the hill. You can see it on my Instagram if you're interested. And I didn't get as banged up as I did last year. I don't know, Mike, you might remember, I was in a neck brace for a day or two.
I need you now, Sebastian, today with that muddy track right there. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I think Disney's got a pretty good clothing budget, right? So, I mean, I'll go down as long as they're willing to buy me some clothes for tomorrow.
Sebi, I say you go tarps off and do it. Perfect with a fastball at 77. Back-to-back Ks for Lucas Olmos.
He's doing it with a fastball. No reason to deviate from it when it's a power heater like that.
I mean, really, who says no to that? Tarps off is everywhere in the baseball world.
And the cool thing is we have a beautiful flagship store here as well.
Oh, yeah.
That Sebi can always get some new apparel.
Sergio Giron.
And Mike wants to buy it for you.
I won't do that. I will say this. I will do Sebastian's laundry if he goes down live on television during this game.
Oh, look at that. Some cool stuff up there.
Nothing in two.
By the way, we have cameras everywhere. Now all of a sudden that just popped up. I'm like, impressive.
Michael, how dare you challenge me? How dare you? First of all, good afternoon. Second of all, how dare you challenge me on live national television? I'm going to have to go do it now. There was food from the Mexican carne asada that the Mexican team is having down here, but we're going to put that on hold.
No.
And we're going, ahora cambia la cosa. Okay, now I see. What a change of tune, Michael.
Well, look, if there's carne asada involved, how about you bring that up first?
Right.
Then you can make your way over to Lamade.
I'll defend you here. Not on a full stomach.
No.
You guys are being fed. I'm empty stomach and on the hill. I'm out on the meal and out of clothes.
First of all, buenas tardes. Second of all, I'll take some carne asada.
So now you can roll your R's.
1-2. That's Opie. Anxiety everywhere for the pitcher's father.
He said, breathe, Lucas, breathe. I think Dad needs to breathe too now.
Understandably so. Two. Got him! 80 miles an hour from Lucas Olmos.
That brings goosebumps. Think about it, 80 miles per hour. We know what the equivalent is. 104.5. Heater right down the middle. You think Papi loves it? Ese pelao.
Tomorrow. All right, here it is. And there it was. That, folks.
I was worried he was going to get concussed.
Seriously.
So I'm saying Sebastian should do something like this.
Look at the face of the kid in the back. How awesome is this?
You had a good call that if you are going to go tarps off, hypothetically. Oh, look at how clean those clothes are.
Not anymore.
If you are going to go tarps off, hypothetically, we'll just take some mud, paint ESPN on our left side of our chest as if we're wearing the polo shirt.
Don't forget the 3 stripes.
The Adidas logo on the right side. That is a towering fly ball from Lucas almost to right. That lands foul. That is a big league pop-up.
No sunglasses, right? This is where you want those 100% on, or at least some shades. He lost that one completely in the sun.
We might get a delivery here of sunglasses in game. Giovanni Uros, the right fielder. How about the bat on Lucas Olmos, by the way? On the ground at third, Marvin Somariva almost can fly. This kid is a stud.
That was a routine ground ball to third. And he beat it out easily. You talk about hustling down the line right here. Ground ball, he takes off, no hesitation. It's just, he's that fast. Pick him up, put him down.
Tengo dolor aquí.
So that if he has some pain in the abdomen area right there as he was running.
He said he did?
Coach.
Okay. Edwards Diaz trying to bunt with Panama down 2. Next pitch, the message for Panama. Diaz offering at that 2. It's 0-2. Diaz, their catcher. Oh, what do we got here? Oh my goodness.
This is where you go just Hercules.
No, I'll take both. It's okay.
Don't say I never did anything for you. You're out here trying to get me hurt, sliding down the hill, and here I am. All I do, provide food for the boys. Can I give a little explainer of what we got?
Please.
So Mexico obviously played this morning, big 7-1 win. They were really hyped. And the big plan for all the families was to actually go right down the hill here and set up a little cookout, a carne asada. They invited us all. They wanted us to come, but you know, with the schedule the way it is today, maybe not enough time for us to get down there and get up. They made us some extras, so just straight up from Tijuana, little tortillas, carne asada, some steak, some fresh-made guacamole, and then, of course, you got your pico de gallo. So, gentlemen, enjoy. And look at that. They even cut up the limes for us. I mean, levels here from the Mexican parents.
We're going to go all Burke here and just...
Do I need to do play-by-play now since you guys got your mouths full?
Yeah, why don't you? Lucas Olmos was trying to steal second here. He did so successfully. Now grabbing at his left leg. He's trying to slide in here ahead of that throw from the catcher, Jose Martinez.
Give him some space, but you guys having fun? Yeah, that was good.
Lucas Olmos, who's been as impressive as any one individual player we've seen in the international bracket so far. Here's a look at what happened. Left leg.
Looks like he got stepped on. Delayed reaction. Hopefully he...
That's encouraging to see.
Really encouraging to see. I mean, think about it. Right now, he's been able to neutralize the Nicaragua offense on the mound. Gets the first hit on a hustle play to first base. And is able to get the second, just hustling.
Well, it's good to see Olmos is okay. After the Edwards-Diaz strikeout, now Thiago de Gracia, the first baseman. We're eating the food, by the way, right? How is it so far?
Oh, I'm crushing right now.
As good as it looks, I haven't yet dug in.
You keep doing what you're doing, and that's all it came.
You eat, I'll broadcast.
It's a beautiful thing.
Can I give one shout out here to the folks that helped make this happen? Matias Garcia, one of the players from Mexico, he's got about 20 family members here, but it was really his mom, Marina, that helped quarterback all this and get you guys fed. So thanks to her, and thanks to all the fans from Mexico. I know they were a little bummed not to get on TV, but the food got on TV today, baby.
Oh, they'll get on TV plenty.
And for those, I'll have to go in Spanish right here. Espectacular. Muchas gracias. Now let's take it over to studio.
Well, Eduardo, that looks like the food that the boys from Bernie are used to eating in the San Antonio area. How you get big and strong like Lawson Belvin, lacing it into center field. That ties him up with Washington at 2 over on ESPN.
Yeah, probably feast on some carne asada at some point too. Kids from Bernie, Texas. Well, 2 outs here, bottom of the second, Lowell, and Yadier Rivera batting now for Panama with a man aboard against Kendry Arauz. You're eating at Chris Burke speed right now. Ravi and I were like a quarter of the way into our meals last night. Berkey had polished off his pasta. On the ground, back up the middle. Second baseman Sergio Giron stopped it with a beautiful play that saves a run. And a single for Yadier Rivera, and 2 on for Panama.
Well, the good thing is now we know almost as good running the bases. Was able to stop with the hustle plays. And Giron at second base, saving a run right here. This gets through, we have a 2-1 game. By keeping it in the infield, forced to stop. And it was inadvertently that he touched at third base, but they won't call that against them at all.
Hey, escuchen lo que les voy a decir.
Listen
Hay
to what
dos
I'm
outs.
gonna tell you. There's 2
Juguemos con la
outs.
mente de ellos, ¿ok? Nosotros somos los mejores acá.
We are
¿ok?
the best here.
Vamos, vos sos el cacherón caballete de aquí, vamos. Vamos,
Vamos.
divirtámonos, divirtámonos. Eso es lo que venimos a hacer, vamos.
Here.
Vamos a
Let's
hacerlo.
go. Talk to me about a team that's relaxed. He made him laugh a little bit right there.
Jose Rodriguez, the manager, who he said this is pretty cool, that in their Little League back home, the managers, like major league managers, wear full uniforms. So he said it's a little different for him to not be in full uniform when he's managing here. Ian Del Cid, the batter for Panama, their starting second baseman, whose father is the manager for Panama.
And if Nicaragua ends up winning this game, it's very early, you have to look back at that run-saving play right there up the middle.
And with Panama threatening, Sergio Giron made that great play at second. Nothing at 2 quickly from Kendry Arauz. Yeah, we see always how thin the margins can be in one of these games. 6-inning games where a team's best threat might come, and then it takes a while to get back around to that same spot in the lineup later.
I came up through collegiately through Florida State. It was great. Mike Martin, they used to say pitching, defense, and base running.
First and third action on, they'll pump it, and almost back to the bag.
And that's exactly what Nicaragua does. Pitching, defense, and base running as they're trying to pull the hidden ball trick, but you really can't. Right there is a really good job by coaching, saying stay right there, they have the ball. Big moment here for Panama.
With his son 60 feet away from scoring the first run for Panama. Flared foul.
Let's not forget, earlier in this inning, a ball was hit up in the air, and it was lost in the sun by Giovanni Ross Chavez in right field. Anything hit that way, you cannot assume that he'll be able to pick it up immediately.
Swing and a miss. Kendry Arauz digs deep with a strikeout to lead 2 aboard. Nicaragua flashes the leather, gets big time pitching, and we will feast.
Estar juntos en esta experiencia de Little League.
Disfrutar con mi hermano las experiencias nuevas que podemos conseguir aquí.
Se siente bien estar compartiendo esta experiencia con mi hermano porque él ya había ido a una y no pude ir con él.
Pero ¿cuáles son las diferencias?
Un lunar en el nariz.
El lunar. Ok, ¿cuál es el mejor en la escuela? ¿Cuál de ustedes?
Yo, él.
¿Cuál baila mejor?
Él, yo.
¿Ah, sí? A ver. Ok, a ver. Entre los dos, ¿cuál es el más rápido?
Él, yo.
¿Ah, sí?
Sí.
A comprobarlo, ok.
Bueno.
Listo. 1, 2, 3. ¡Ey! What a treat hanging with Giovanni and Jonah of Team Nicaragua. Great group of guys, and they were loving their experience up there in the Grove, man. Couldn't stop talking about all the new gear. They were loving the ping pong setup, playing tons of PlayStation. I guess MLB's show, no surprise there. One surprise I thought was, despite the language barrier, the boys telling me that they'd make quick friends with some of the Japanese players. And I think that's one of the great things that you get here in Williamsport. These kids from around the world, they can hardly communicate, but the friendships are fast. And oftentimes, guys, they last.
That's so cool. And you hear it years later from teams that have come through and met certain players that they're still friends with down the road. I mean, Devin Travis was telling us he still stays in touch with another U.S. team, Saugus, Massachusetts, from when he played here in 2003. It's amazing to see. Cool to share it with family of any kind, but especially when your twin sibling is on your team.
The amount of time that they spend up there in the dorm area, I think, is what makes the bonding not only domestically but internationally as well.
It's a special Nicaragua team. This is Justin Martinez against Lucas Olmos, the flamethrower. Justin Martinez, best reaction to a pitch at the Little League World Series. He might have already locked up the award. Justin, your thoughts? Can you imagine if Freddie Freeman did that?
That's how every major leaguer feels when they get a pitch that doesn't go their way, yet they can't demonstrate it.
77 pure flames from Olmos, who has fanned 5. All right, so we've seen him up to 80 miles an hour. Hang with us here. The equivalent of 78 in pro ball is 102.6. 9 major league pitchers have done that this year. 79, the equivalent of that, 103.9. We've had 3 big leaguers do it. 80, there's only 1 major league pitcher who's done the major league equivalent of that this year, which is roughly 105, Jacob Mizorowski. Not Mason Miller, not Ben Joyce, not Yohan Duran.
I think the most impressive thing of it is he's a starter. And he keeps that velocity for such a long time during the game.
Tree trunks for legs.
Yeah.
All right, so this is one of the 2 twins that Sebi just visited with.
Ball.
Jonathan Uroz shaking his head. No, and then yes at the home plate umpire.
Most likely it's another take. The way that they've approached this game is raise the pitch count, force them in the zone. I just want to add the pico de gallo. Very, very good. Late spiciness to it.
Oh, kind of like late movement on a fastball or a slider.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Late picante.
Ball.
Ooh, just missed. I kind of just barehanded the whole thing. Not all of it yet, but I did half of it between innings.
I burkied it.
The bare hand or the speed or both?
Both. I doubled down on it.
Yeah, vaunted ESPN baseball analyst Chris Burke, known for his eating prowess. It's a hungry man. Full count. This guy, Uros, was just racing. Would you enjoy racing on that full stomach right now?
I'm good.
Okay.
Even on an empty stomach, I'm good.
At third, nice pick, Josue Hernandez. 2 down.
That's awesome. And look, you get 2 outs, Dad's saying it. He'll let them know defense plays. And the beauty of it is these kids all get gifted gloves. And you see the colorful ones all over every team. But to use it immediately in defense, catch it one hand, that means that they've been working on those gloves day and night since they were able to get here to women's sport.
Hello. Oh, that's a good chicken tender. That's a Chris Burke situation. That's the first out that wasn't a strikeout for this Nicaragua offense. Been very patient, been walks and strikeouts for the most part so far. Jose Martinez, the catcher. Big fan of Fernando Tatis Jr. Up and in on Martinez. Check in with Lowell in the studio.
Well, Mike, as you know, all Kason Workman does is break up tie games. He was a hero of that win for Washington in the opener against Southeast. He does it again. How about a double off the bag to drive in a run? And Washington has now opened up a 4-2 lead over Texas on ESPN.
Lowell, thank you. Yeah, big time hitting again from that Northwest team. Meantime, Jose Martinez just got hit by that pitch, and then we saw some great sportsmanship from Lucas Olmos, as we always do at the Little League World Series, coming over for a dap and a hug.
Yeah, and how about Martinez? I mean, he got hit, ran to the bag, did not rub it at all. I was impressed. And then all of a sudden, he felt that pain when he got to first base and almost did the right thing. It's what I love about Little League. Now they can get a pinch runner for him because of the position he plays.
Exactly. They can do a courtesy runner. It's a chance for Martinez to get a run for here. To do this for the pitcher catcher when there's 2 outs. And it has to be who made the last out. So in this case, well, we know how fast the Twins are. Sebi just raced them. Jonathan Uros will come back.
Un out, oíste. Oíste. Un out.
So one of both Twins that beat Sebi?
Yeah. The whole family took down Sebi. He's more of like a go down the hill guy than a race on your feet guy.
Are you guys just assuming that I lost the race?
Oh, yes.
Because I have to say, it wasn't on camera. There's no actual video evidence of what occurred.
Buddy,
I'd give Sebi the win. I could see that.
Nah, they cooked me. I can't lie.
By the way, we're tossing baseballs to home plate. We got like a jump ball situation going on.
That was awesome, as a matter of fact. This is where producers hope for a foul ball.
A ball to the backstop still probably gives the best producers replays. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. How about this? The hitter's like, no, just throw it to me. I'll take it. I got you.
And then the catcher, it's like when in the NBA, when there's been a foul called and the dude puts up a 3 anyway, and Kevin Garnett's like, nope, I'm going to go up and get it. No made 3s even after the whistle. By the way, 1-0 on Moises Estrada, 3-hitter for Nicaragua. Bouncer to first. Thiago de Gracia to the bag. And the inning is over. Good one going between Nicaragua and Panama. Welcome back to the Little League Baseball World Series, presented by T-Mobile. Third inning with Latin America up 2-0 on Panama. Hey, Little League thanks its official sponsors, including Ford Motor Company and T-Mobile, whose support helps create meaningful experiences for communities, volunteers, and young athletes all season. Little League also thanks its dedicated volunteers who make a lasting impact on millions of children worldwide.
Get the autographs now. Get them early. Never know.
Yeah, you could have come here and seen Cody Bellinger, Randall Grichuk, or Devin Travis, or that dude from Tom's River.
Oh, that dude.
Never heard of
Frazier.
Bottom three, Kendry Arauz delivers strike one to Edgar Villarreal, the right fielder. Youngest kid on the team, shortest kid on the team. Real fun guy. He does a good SpongeBob impression, according to the team. Popped up at Jonathan Uros, and there's one away.
I love it how the double R hit the ball to another double R.
Yeah, Edgar popped out to Jonathan.
There we go.
Did you say something?
I figured after the carne asada you would slip that right in and start just rolling those R's.
4 tortillas. I only got 1 left. It's a demolition derby over here. Dominic Saavedra with a line drive foul.
Oh, that pitch was way inside. Showing the quick hands.
Dominic's uncle, Ariel Serrano, played for Panama in Little League a little over 10 years ago. This kid just turned 12 years old a few weeks ago.
On me. It's on me. Okay, batter, let's go.
Dominic likes to cook, by the way. He says things that are easy to cook. Meat, chicken, eggs, rice. Popped up foul. And this one will get out of play. Eduardo, you just waved at the catcher, Jose Martinez, and he waved back at you.
Oh, he smiled.
And now the home plate umpire. Hello. What's up, Tyler? How's everybody doing? That was awesome. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Kendry Arauz, and there's 2 outs.
Oh, it's a kid's game after all. And that right there was just another fastball. About the wave right here. We make eye contact.
He's like, who's this crazy man up in the rafters? What's he doing? And then if I were down there, I'd be like, is he going to fall out of the booth? You scare me when you lean over like that.
Oh, we've got room. Got the Gus cam back here. We're good.
Short. Ball and a strike on Khaled Valdez. One and 2 from Kendry Arauz. He's done a very nice job. He's only given up a pair of infield singles to Panama. Pounding the zone with strikes. 31 out of 37. Defensive swing that is a fair ball. Yeah, Clemente Sevilla on it.
That was close.
Over.
That was close right there. And the call has to go to the home plate umpire, but it was the first place umpire that made the call.
10 pitch, 1-2-3 inning, and everyone's saying hello. Hey now, what's up, kid? That is the Little League World Series.
Player when I grow is Miguel Cabrera.
One person I'd love to meet would be Aaron Rodgers, big Packers fan.
My favorite music artist right now, pretty much always, is probably going to be Bob Marley. Go-to app on my phone's probably X. Stay up to date on some news, or you know, just start scrolling on TikTok. Stay entertained a little bit.
It's coming on Sunday, the MLB Little League Classic. Those Braves, those Brewers here. Cannot wait for it. On ESPN and also right here on ESPN2.
What's your favorite go-to app?
I would say Twitter.
So
at least. Yeah. New?
I'm an Instagram type of guy.
You are?
Yeah.
I kind of want to give you some lightning round questions.
I'm not big on TikTok yet. I'm afraid to get hooked on that. But right now it's about Nicaragua and their best hitter, Clemente Sevilla, with the plate.
He walked and scored back in the first. Yeah, we'll table the questionnaire, but I'm going to come at you with the same questions we ask these players.
All right.
We'll go lightning round. Clemente, a fan, as you see, of the Dodgers. He likes Bad Bunny.
Every time you say it, I'm going to do that.
He says his favorite non-sports TV show, ESPN Deportes. He's just all sports. Even if we say non-sports, he's all sports.
Wow.
He also plays soccer. He likes watching movies. A star for Nicaragua, facing Panama star Lucas Olmos.
And I believe because of South American teams as well, soccer being one of the most popular, if not the most popular sport in their country, these kids have great footwork when it comes to infield and when it comes to being able to have a great foundation for this sport. Tell me that doesn't look like Juan Soto right there.
I'm with you. Soto's his way into a called strike. I think it looks just like stance-wise.
Mimicking him in the biggest way. And set a little lower.
Big cut on 77.
He was late. Watch the ball. Bailing out very late on that swing.
Almost is 3-2. Swing and a miss. 77. Pump past Clemente Sevilla.
Talk about that grip. Just straight power against power, and that ball was by him. Almost continues to have that velo and sustain it through the last 3 innings.
6 strikeouts, and you see now about to reach the border of a day of rest threshold. Kenny Jimenez bounces back to the mound. And nicely done, 2-way.
Yeah, that's huge right there.
Yeah.
First swing, first time we've seen it all afternoon that Nicaragua swings at the first pitch.
Are you ready for a questionnaire?
Let's go.
All right, rapid fire. I just want to know your quick, instant thought. Favorite athlete?
Tony Perez.
Papa. Favorite song?
He fed me.
Favorite song?
Man in the Mirror.
What would you do if you won the lottery?
Wow. That's this rapid fire?
Okay, you can stew on that one.
I'd actually tour the world, around the world.
Love it.
Yeah, travel around the world.
Favorite food?
Anything that has to do with rice and beans.
Favorite movie?
Shawshank Redemption.
Favorite class when you were in school?
PE. Come on, kids.
Most used emoji that you send in text messages?
Smiley face.
That tracks. Do you have a favorite meme? Are you a meme guy?
Yes. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
You do that one all the time. That's pretty good. Those are great answers. Oh-2 from Lucas Olmos. In the air. Struck well. Left center field and caught by Obed Fuentes to take one away from Kendry Arauz.
You talk about covering some ground. That's exactly what Fuentes, today's starting pitcher, moving to center field, does. Knows exactly where he is, touches the warning track, and saves extra bases.
Six teams, one ultimate kickoff event. Which team will make the biggest opening statement? The Jeep ABCA First Serve starts tonight. Are you ready for it?
Back in Williamsport, packed day. 8 games today. We'll continue at 6 Eastern over on ESPNU, 7 Eastern on ESPN. Nicaragua playing well here for a second game in a row. And for more on that team, we check in with Sebi.
Well, we're what? 4 innings into this game. That means the pictures are starting to roll in. We are being broadcast all around the world. And I tell you, there are a lot of folks watching us back in Nicaragua. The picture on the right is from the home of the twins, Jonathan and Giovanni Urros Chavez. Looks like they got quite a crowd there. I know at least one of their brothers and their dad is there keeping a close eye. Remember, none of the Nicaraguan parents were able to make this trip, so we've got a lot of very excited and potentially I think, anxious eyes on us. The other picture you saw there was a local restaurant in León. We got family members there from Marvin Somarriba. He's the third baseman. Moyes Estrada, he's a center fielder. And the young man that you saw in the front of that picture is Matias Martinez. He's a huge part of this team, and unfortunately one of the 2 players that couldn't make it here to Williamsport because of the visa issues. But as you guys talked about early in the game, his jersey hanging in the dugout here for Team Nicaragua.
Yeah, you know that is heavy on the minds and hearts of the players who are here. 1-2 from Kenry Araúz, who just had that robbery against Obed Fuentes as he faces Yekot Sanchez. On the ground, right side, past the dive of Clemente Sevilla. Nice piece of hitting by Yekot Sanchez. Yeah, just back to what Sebastian was talking about. I mean, think about that. No parents of the Nicaraguan players able to be here. And so everybody is watching back home while their 12-year-old sons are here.
Yeah, and just a big support system right now going on here as well with a lot of Nicaraguans, the communities. They've flown from all over the United States to be here. To give what you say, what one would say in Spanish, apoyo, to support for this Little League team from Nicaragua.
And you saw the photo on the left, and Sebi said that the boy in the middle, one of the 2 players not here, Matias Martinez, such a key cog on this team. Well, here's a chance brewing for Panama. Bottom of the 4th, again, 6-inning games. We'll get an offensive timeout taken with Panama sensing their opportunity here. Edwin Del Cid, the manager.
In the meantime, on the defensive side of it, we hear from the dugout, infield, get ready for the double play.
The batter, Orlando Acosta, pops it up foul.
No outs in the bottom half of the 4th inning. 1 runner on. They are down 2, and they're still playing that small ball, trying to just get 1 run into scoring position.
Acosta, the batter, nicknamed Osito.
Teddy Bear.
Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Kenry Araúz, his 6th. Hey, want your child to experience the teamwork and the fun of Little League baseball or softball? Visit playlittleleague.org and enter your address to find a Little League community program near you. Those are classic popsicles there, the red, white, and blue.
I'll be going in there later looking for a Panama and Curacao jersey or hat.
You're going to burn all your per diem in one place.
Well, I was hoping you'd go in with me and buy it for me.
To quote the great Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. Ian Salcedo, the batter. He pops up the bunt foul. And off the ricochet, and your buddy. Did we get another smile?
I think he's going to turn around. He's got to turn around and say hi to me. Nope, not this time.
I mean, he's grinning ear to ear, pursuing these pop-ups. Jose Martinez. 0-2 on Salcedo.
Stay close. Stay close.
Salcedo says he has loved the food here in the States so far. Spaghetti, macaroni and cheese, and I would presume popsicles are on his list too.
Give me that popsicle.
Check swing foul. Ian's known as a good bunter. He says his highlight of the entire season was a real big bunt he had earlier this year.
You get down, sacrifice yourself for the team, and then it's able to turn out into the positive. Have to like it, but right now he better be swinging that bat. Down 0-2.
And this one gets away from the catcher, Jose Martinez. And they're going to have the out. Yep, first base occupied there. And so Salcedo's out number 2.
The hustle. No, it was just a swing and miss, and because first base is occupied, he tried to get out of the box and run, being heads up, but really nowhere to go as the position was there. Blinded by the bat. Jose Martinez Padilla not able to get it. Then he trips out of the box. Been there, done that.
Big second out for Nicaragua's Kendry Arauz, who now faces Obed Fuentes. Fuentes just robbed Arauz. Arauz drove that one to left center field. Struck well. Fuentes went back and made the catch. And now Fuentes was on the mound to start this game for Panama. Faces Arauz. 1-1. Lucas Olmos and Obed Fuentes, the Panamanian stars, here in this first game for Panama. They clinched their spot here 5 months ago. Good stop by your boy Jose Martinez. I think he's quick with a smile.
He's quick with a smile. Didn't like when he turned his head. You want to keep that face always facing the pitcher so you don't have the side of your head open to be injury.
2-2 on Fuentes.
Last time he got him out with a breaking pitch, strike him out in the first inning with 2 strikes. Will he go to that, or will he go right back to the number 1?
Two. Fuentes able to lay off. Did he go?
No. Served it on a platter.
From now on, when we get an appeal, I'm just going to say that, okay?
Oh, I got you.
Big spot for Panama. One of their 2 good threats in this game offensively. 3-2. That's down. Good take by Obed Fuentes to get aboard.
That's 4, son.
He wants to keep battling.
That's 4, son. There we go.
Ya, tranquilo. Yo sé también, pero bien. Hey.
So now Bryant Quintero. We get a mound visit for Nicaragua. Jose Rodriguez, the manager, to the mound.
Vamos, venga. El segundo bate.
Second
Es
hitter.
por donde vos pisas, ok. Vamos a jugar bien. Están haciendo un tremendo juego, ¿viste? Vamos, tranquilo, nos estamos divirtiendo, estamos ganando.
Let's have fun. We're
No,
winning.
vamos. Confiamos en vos. Hacerlo bien. Después caemos hoy, vamos.
We trust in you. Do it well.
Kendry Arauz, the pitcher, and Sergio Giron, they're like playfully slapping at each other as Sergio goes back to second. Before a massive AB. Bryant Quintero faces Arauz for the second time. Ground out to second the first time.
Outfield playing very shallow, both on left and right.
This one caroms off the umpire, and both runners move up.
That's heads up. That's heads up by both runners being able to take their secondary and seeing where the ball goes.
And now, running to the plate, no catcher covering, and a run scores. Yekot Sanchez scores, and it's a 1-run game.
And the catcher, Jose Martinez Padilla, thought that there was time, and he was actually a little pain in his hand. After he threw it, he walked away. You see him shaking his hand. No one asked for time. Home is open, and the heads-up coaching saying go. Then it becomes a foot race.
Now, interesting, the third base coach, Edwin Del Cid, you see that he saw it all the way. However, he was calling for time originally, but I didn't see it granted by anyone.
How about stealing a run right there in the bottom half of the 4th inning, and you have now the tying run at 3rd. Edwin O'Seed. Heads up coaching.
2-1 on Quintero. This one popped up foul. 2-2.
And there was some urgency to at least get one run here because of the continuous batting order. So you see the helmet? No one is at home plate. Home plate umpire looking, everybody up, and he takes off. Never was time called.
Tying run at 3rd. 2-2. In the air foul. Do you think he was when he put his arms up trying to call for time? Because normally you would point to the base if you're telling your base runner to stay put, right?
Right. But it was never granted.
Correct.
Either by 3rd base umpire Greg Tremblay or home plate umpire Tyler Malacca.
The big bats in Panama's order. Roped, right field. This game is tied. Brian Quintero speeds to 3rd. Run scoring triple. Panama has life.
I told you were going to be the guy. That's what he told him over there. In the meantime, this is really turned around here. With 2 outs. Said it earlier, the outfield playing very shallow. And this went over his head. And how quick he runs. He's thinking 3 the entire way. He sees it's over Giovanni Rosas Chavez's head. And he looks at 3, wants to slide. Then he says, wait a second. Standing straight up at 3rd base.
Vamos, he says. Let's go. Game tying RBI triple. It forces a pitching change for Nicaragua. Moises Estrada into the game. Kendry Arauz departs in the 4th. Good vibes headed into the weekend as summer winds down. This event, though, just gets started. And we got a big day Sunday, the MLB Little League Classic. First place teams, powerhouses in the National League. The Braves and Brewers tangle right here in Williamsport, 7 o'clock Eastern time over on ESPN. Also, right here on ESPN2.
2 first place teams.
Some of the best teams in the National League right up there with the Dodgers. 2-2 game here, bottom of the 4th. Moises Estrada comes on.
Infield playing back.
We saw Estrada as a closer Wednesday in the win against the Dominican for Nicaragua. He closed the game on 6 pitches. Facing the 3-hitter for Panama, Josue Hernandez. Quickly, 0-2 with Gas.
Gas with a high leg kick delivery. Favorite subject, math. You can look at the scoreboard right now and see it's 2-2.
0-2. A foul. Again, this is 5 months in the making for Panama. Clinched that long ago. They got 15 days off to catch up on school. Then they would have 3, then 4, then 5 practices per week. And then on top of that, they'd scrimmage against the older boys back home in David. 0-2. Line to right, down the line, that is fair on the line. Panama leads in stirring comeback fashion.
And everything with 2 outs. Panama coming back. This is a gutsy at-bat after being down 0-2, allowing the ball to travel and finding it as close as you can be to be called fair. Great angle right here. First place umpire did not miss it. Chris Van Erte making the call. And can we look up and say, thank you, gracias.
And now maybe the most dangerous player for Panama, Lucas Olmos.
And he's been the one that's kept them in this ball game. Came in already with the bases loaded, 0-0 game when he allowed a base hit. And ever since, he's been stingy on the mound.
It's a guy in Olmos who had a 3-homer game earlier this season. And his nickname is all about home runs back home. Hot shot out of the mitt. Kendriato's not gonna get him. Olmos is down in a heap after he ran past the bag, lost his footing on the grass.
And this is a different leg. The other one was the left foot at second base. Oh, man.
He's had a host of issues hop up in this game. At first base coach, his first time up at the plate, mentioned an abdominal issue. Then when he stole second base, his left leg was in pain. He tested it out with the trainer. Now right here, they're looking at his right leg. He's concerned from his opponents on Team Nicaragua. I mean, he is so fast. He's like testing the limits of this playing surface.
And he lunged with the left foot, but you see the right foot after where it came in a very irregular position. They're going to ask him to run. Oh, he's not coming out. It's almost like a Rocky movie. Keeps coming right back up, keeps going.
Oh, and a father's heart skips a few beats watching that. We feel for you, Roberto.
Bebé talante. Okay? Vamos.
Tough as nails right now.
First and second for Edwards Diaz. First pitch swinging. Panama has stormed back with 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Started with the bottom of their order. Leadoff single, Yekot Sanchez, and then, as you said, from there it's all been with 2 outs, top of the order.
It's been the top of the order, and then it was so important for the top of the order, if they came up, to be able to at least create havoc.
Nasty breaking ball.
With the continuous batting order, you don't know if they were going to get another opportunity or not. 14-man roster deep, so sometimes your best shot is in that first inning, or at least in the 4th or 5th inning.
Two really talented teams. I mean, we've seen so many of the game's pitches 70 miles an hour and above. It's been premium stuff.
Right there, he just said, you're a horse, you're a caballo.
A strikeout, strands 2 for Moises Estrada for Panama. Storms back. 3 runs. They have the lead right now on Nicaragua in stunning fashion here in Williamsport. Three-2 now is the Panama lead against Nicaragua. All 3 runs coming with 2 outs there in the bottom of the 4th. Still to come, we'll flip back over to ESPNU 1 hour from now, and the Czech Republic gets to play its first game this year. However, this same Little League has been here 4 years in a row. Not bad.
Oh, they're doing it right. They're doing it right over there in Tetia. I'll say this, every run that has been scored in this game has been with 2 outs. That's how impressive both offenses have been.
We got to learn more about these folks. Drove 9 hours, 550 miles. I better be on ESPN.
And guess what? Estás en ESPN.
En vivo. All right, so now Nicaragua trails in this game. They won the opener 2-1 against the Dominican. Not down 3-2 to the 5th inning. Only 6 outs left to play with. 7, 8, and 9 in their lineup, starting with Marvin Gomez against the flame-throwing Lucas Olmos. Marvin Gomez, one of those Nicaraguan players who walks to practice every day. 4.5 miles just to practice with his team. From a rural community in León, the city this team's from, where they don't have roads in his area, only walking pathways. Swing and a miss, 77 from Olmos, 1 gone.
77 and 56 pitches on the pitch count for Olmos as well. Coming in strong. He's been a 2-pitch pitcher, but it's been that pitch that has gotten a lot of the swing and miss. The fastball, la recta. Getting that bat head again underneath the baseball.
He's only given up the 1 hit since he came on. It was the first batter he faced, Kendry Arauz, back in the 1st inning. It's the only hit Nicaragua has in this game. Joshua Mercado. He walked his first time. Great spot 1-1.
You think he was taking the whole way, the way he was moving in that box?
We got some deep breathing going on from Lucas Olmos.
Slow it down.
And on the hands, warm burner at Ian Del Cid. 2 gone on the high velo. They follow the amazing kids as they experience their own Little League World Series adventure. Download the Little League World Series app. You can watch highlights, you can check out photos and schedules and more. It's available in the app stores for Apple and Android devices. It's been amazing work by Lucas Olmos. South Korea getting ready to square off with the Czech Republic. Winner of this one, by the way, will play on Sunday against Mexico. Mexico won today's first game against Australia. Loser comes back, plays Monday afternoon against whoever stays alive tomorrow between Canada and Australia. 0-2. It's been 14 straight batters faced where Lucas Olmos has not given up a hit.
And now the sun pops out. The shadows become now an issue also for the players, especially with this velocity.
Lucas Olmos' 0-2. Swords.
Overthrew it. Equivalent to 99 miles per hour. So he's been able to keep that velocity up there. It has to stay calm, collected, take that deep breath like he has been the entire time.
One, two. I told you how the Panamanian coaching staff didn't have these players at any point able to access radar guns. So they had told us coming in that Olmos can throw up to 70 miles an hour. Well, he's hit 80 miles an hour today. It's like, oh, does Mizorowski throw 95 or 105?
Depends who's measuring.
2-2. On the ground foul. Almost had a 12 strikeout game this season on the mound. Very confident. Said coming in, he expects to win. Said he expects to do better than the 1993 team from the same city of David. That was the runners-up at the entire World Series 30 plus years ago. With confidence, his 2-2. Perfect.
It's not a great feeling when the pitcher on the mound smiles before a nasty strike 3.
The Little League Baseball World Series is presented by T-Mobile. The Little League World Series hits different with T-Mobile.
off and lets him know exactly what he has to do at the plate in the biggest moment of the game.
Arriba, okay? Aquí no es honrón, no es fuerza. Acuérdate que es maña.
We don't need strength. We just need skill.
Okay.
But what if I hit the home run?
Buscamos el hit.
Let's
Tú eres
just
mi
get the
tercer
hit.
bate.
You're my three-hole
Confiamos en
hitter.
ti como los
We
demás.
trust in you,
Tranquilo.
just like everybody else.
Sigue el picheo. Mira, ese picheo está
Go get
sabroso.
your pitch
Es recta. La recta de la
and
más
make
se
it
le pone
happen.
el bate y la bola camina, ¿verdad?
Get that
Okay.
fastball, and that's
¿Te
exactly
sientes presionado?
what Josue did.
No hay problema.
Putting
Si lo está,
Panama up
tranquilo.
for the first time in the game.
Sigue la bola. A lo que se le pega se le tiene que ver. ¿Oíste? Confiamos en ti.
That's
Tú lo
perfect
vas a
hitting
hacer.
right
Dame
there.
las 5.
Slowing down the moment.
Vamos.
Slowing down the moment.
Vamos, Josué.
Now we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Panama trying to add on to a 3-2 lead.
In a game that has not disappointed one bit. Big opportunity here for Panama. Thiago de Gracia leading off against Moises Estrada. All the damage in the bottom of the 4th, as you said, with 2 outs.
Think about it. The history of Panama with their greatest players. They have 2 Hall of Famers, and Rod Carew and Mariano Rivera. Rod Carew used to slap the ball the other way to get big hits. It's exactly what Panama had to do, slap some hits together. And now they're hoping in the top half of the 5th inning that they can close it out.
And you heard the messages. You translated it so well during those big moments.
Ball.
2-1. Yes, some good players out of Panama. Rod Carew played in 18 straight All-Star games.
Yeah. And he once told me, he was my hitting coach with the Angels when I first got to the big leagues. And he said, look, I could have hit easily over 400 home runs in my career. I know I could have. But that wasn't my job. My job was to get on base when he first came up with the Minnesota Twins. Get up for Tony Oliva. Get up for Harmon Killebrew. That was his job. That's why he became one of the most prolific base hit hitters in the game.
Three-two. Swing and a miss. That's filthy from Moises Estrada. One gone. Mariano Rivera, who, by the way, is in the Little League Hall of Excellence. And, of course, a unanimous selection to the Baseball Hall of Fame. Mariano Rivera raised in the Panamanian fishing village of Puerto Caimito. Yadier Rivera rolls one into center field, the base hit. 2-hit day for Yadier Rivera.
Oh, this one up the middle. Those are the pretty ones. When you're at the plate, you make contact, and as soon as you hit it, you don't see any defense there, and you know it's through. De donde viene, va la bola, right up the middle. Comes from the mound and exits right through the mound as well.
Now Ian Del Cid, the manager's son, takes strike one. Likes his math and his geography. Roller back to the mound. Estrada fires a fastball. The turn in time for two. 1-6-3. Panama will challenge this. Boy, no matter how it ends up, what an effort.
It was a BB to second base, and then a great transfer and another strong throw to first. They got him.
Yeah, that call
will be upheld.
Agreed, no question. That is so well done, and that is as fast as a pitcher can throw a ball at a middle infielder covering second.
Yeah. Well done right there, the stretch, the entire thing. It's should be the end of the inning.
So this will send us to the top of the sixth. Nicaragua will have 10, 11, and 12 down by a run. Heck of a double play. That is perfectly rolled. To the sixth we go. Emotion caked all over the Panamanian faces. This Little League back in Williamsport. They went to the championship game in 1993. These kids weren't even close to being born back then. But they do have 12-year-old Lucas Olmos, who has come on in relief. 4 1/3, 65 pitches, 1 hit against him. The first batter he faced, 8 punch-outs, and seemingly everything is high velo. He's been up to 80.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's touched the 80. The 80 is equivalent to 104.5 miles per hour from a 60 feet 6 inch positioning rubber-wise. I'm telling you, he has done his best Jacob Mizorowski here impression.
Can he get to the finish line? 3 outs away from what would be a rousing comeback win for Panama.
I'll say this. He has to be able to attack the zone. I think Nicaragua is going to have to be as patient as they were early and force him in the zone again. Take pitches until you get strike 1. They need base runners.
Giovanni Uros, 4'11" to begin with, crouching down, but that doesn't obviously change the strike zone, which in the Little League game is between the batter's armpits and the top of the knees, but you gotta love the effort from Giovanni. 1-1. Fouled away, 1-2. This Panama team had to play 14 games to come out of the Panama region. It was back in Panama City in March. They emerged among the 12 teams there. They had their backs against the wall, including in a best-of-3 championship series. They lost the first game. They trailed in game 2 in that best-of-3. And yet, nearly a half year later, they end up here. Almost as 1-2. Ball down. There's been emotion on their journey. Coaches have talked about coming to Williamsport, and they've said this is baseball's Disney World. They had heard rumblings from members of the 1993 team on what it was like here. We were telling our crew the other day, this has exceeded their wildest expectations. 2-2. The coaches have talked about how cost prohibitive baseball is in their region. They were telling us that if a kid damages a bat, oftentimes it takes a year before they have the means to replace it. They said a bat might be several months worth of salary for a parent.
Well, that's real.
And now they're here at this sport's Disney World.
You think?
That is so good. Tyler Malaga, hey, that's on me. We'll go through the legs. That's some good vocal range from Tyler back there. Before what is a huge pitch in this game. Now the 2-2. Popped up foul. You said it, Nicaragua's offense was so patient early. I mean, we heard multiple times their manager say, do not swing until you take a strike. And they find a way to battle here, down a run against this flamethrower in Lucas Olmos. 2-2. Nearly hit Giovanni Uros.
Keep that.
All right, so right there, it just brings me back to the Bad News Bears and Rudy Stein. You got to wear it. But with that velocity coming in, I do not blame him one bit. Get out of the way right there.
And now
got the interpreter.
Yeah, Tony's coming out. Tony Fernandez, the interpreter on the left there, for some sort of discussion here. I don't think it hit him. You can challenge a hit by pitch.
Puede ser que con que haya rozado la camisa.
No, that's the thing. They want to see if it hit his jersey or not.
No le importa, pero ¿sabes por qué te la quiere pegar? Porque está haciendo un gran turno. Te ha sacado 8 lanzamientos. 3 y 2. Si vos agarras base, le vamos a ganar.
Maybe he wants to hit you because you're having a great at-bat. Did he hit the elbow guard?
I don't think so.
And let's face it, he is not trying to hit you. He is not trying to hit you, but what he is trying to do is overpower you with the fastball.
He's looking up to you as if you're having the offensive conference with him. That was cool.
Yeah.
You told him in your spoken language to him, no, he wasn't trying to hit you.
No, he wasn't trying to hit you.
And you're having a great at-bat.
Yeah, let's go. He's looking up here right now.
Does it glance off the corner?
It's too close to be able to overturn.
I think so too. I don't think there's anything there that definitively says it hit it.
No.
Ball doesn't seem to change direction there.
And not only that, I think the hitter would have felt that vibration off the guard. But this is taking a little bit too long in a moment that it's a crucial moment in the game.
Meantime, Giovanni's just hanging out.
Yeah. It's a little hot in that helmet.
Yes, sir. 3-2.
Here we go.
Thank you, sir.
I believe we just had one of the first that I can recall translator-inspired coaches challenges. I don't know if I've seen that before.
Why take the extra steps?
So it remains 3-2. This will be the 9th pitch of the plate appearance.
By the way, Lucas Olmos did not throw one pitch while they were replaying. Let's see how sharp he is on this one.
3-2. Outside, not sharp enough, and Giovanni Uros fired up with a leadoff walk, tying run on.
And one way or another, maybe the stall tactic worked. Kids just stood in the mound. Now you have the tying run at first base. Let's listen in.
Edwin Del Cid, Panama's manager.
Necesito que me tires strike. No nos podemos complicar.
Strikes. Can't complicate this.
Vamos a jugar defensa, bebé. Juega adelante.
Let's play defense.
Juega adelante. Aseguramos el lado de segunda si se puede.
Let's make sure
si
the out at second base.
Segunda. Si no, vamos por primera. ¿Está bien? Tírame strike. No me sirve que estés tirando bola.
Doesn't help it.
Vamos arriba, muchachos. Vamos arriba, vamos arriba, vamos arriba. Defensa. Chagui, te quedas. Luca, filea para acá.
They're anticipating the bunt as well, so corners will be in. And almost should be covering the first base side at the mound.
Yeah, you expect bunt here from Sergio Giron. Almost was also flexing out, stretching out his arm. Taken for a strike. How hard is it to bunt velo?
It's tough. You have to keep the bat head up. If you don't, you tend to pop it up. Especially with velo that's middle up in the zone.
Inside. And they're going to say no swing. What the hit by pitch.
Yeah, that's a painful one because it seems like it hit him in the hand. And if it did, you have the hand and the bat. You have the hand between the bat and the point of contact of the ball. I'm going to take that batting glove off. Oh, hit him. At least, yeah.
So a few things there. He did not offer at it. They appealed. It did not hit off the bat. It just hit off the right arm, right hand.
So the good thing is, yes, it hit him. But the good thing is the ball did not go back towards the pitcher, so it wasn't a clean hit. It was going back, so it wasn't a direct contact on it. Let's see if he can squeeze her hand. Those are painful.
I think Panama comes out to talk with the umpires about the potential for anything else there. You obviously can't challenge a check swing. You can challenge hit by pitch versus a foul. And so that's probably what they're challenging here. They won't win that.
Yeah.
It was clearly a hit by pitch, no foul ball. But why not use it if you can in their minds? Because now, without winning that challenge, it's going to be first and second, nobody out.
Yeah, it'll be first and second, nobody out. And again, they're going to be squaring around. And we saw earlier with the visit to the mound, Olmos stretching out his arm. You can tell there's fatigue involved already with this on the 75th pitch of the game for Olmos. First thing you lose is the ability to be able to hit your spots.
You can hear in the background that they're saying it's not challengeable. That means they're asking about a check swing, because you can challenge hit by pitch. So what they were probably asking for was check swing, which is not challengeable. But you could have, if you wanted to, challenged hit by pitch. And they're going to have a runner here come on for Sergio Giron. That's Marvin Somariba, who made the last out in the 5th inning. So we got a lot going on here. Nicaragua is threatening to tie or take the lead.
Now this is huge. You got the 12th hitter in the lineup up right now. He is far from the box.
I'm not sure what the confusion is now. So now maybe they're saying that they do want to challenge hit by pitch. There was no hit by pitch. So yeah, this will be quick too. Yeah, so now they are going to challenge, after being told they can't challenge a check swing, they're going to challenge a hit by pitch. Again, there was no hit by pitch. We've seen that. So this will be quick. Relatively. I'm saying that there's no hit by pitch. There's no foul.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to confuse you.
You get runners at first and second, no outs, and most likely another attempt now to bunt. And remember, because Nicaragua only has 12 players to get the top of the order, this is a successful bunt, and that's their best hitters coming up after Justin.
Justin Martinez. Boy, and you got to understand, being a little bit wary to bunt here when Lucas Olmos, for the first time in a while, has sprayed it a bit.
Now, the good thing is he's a left-handed hitter, and this is a good visit right here, and he doesn't have much left in the tank. The velo's there, but the location's not.
And ya. Vamos a tercera. Ve. Defiéndeme en tercera. Te necesito un defensa.
This is a smart play.
Yep.
Echen atrás.
So he's going to go to third base. And now the third baseman, Josué Hernandez, will take over on the mound.
Yeah, it just seemed like that was the end of the road there for Olmos, with the misses and with how he was motioning at his right arm.
The most important thing is we have to throw strikes. If not, it's going to go downhill quickly, especially with a team like Nicaragua that they are so patient at the plate. Now you can't be the hero. You cannot try to get that lead runner out if it's not there for you. You got to field your position if he's able to get the ball down.
High leverage here, and still more to come tonight. 6 o'clock Eastern time. Probably a little bit after that with how late this game's going. Over on ESPNU, South Korea and the Czech Republic. Czechia is back for the 4th year in a row, and then it's Pennsylvania and New Jersey, 7 Eastern, over on ESPN, and that might be the biggest attendance we see through this first weekend for the game up there.
I'm going to watch that game, I'll tell you that.
You're going to have a great spot up there.
I'm going to have a great spot in the chipping area.
Yeah, Eddie heads to studio duty. You're far from done for the night.
Oh, no. I'm about to grab a snack and watch some more baseball. That's what we're here for.
Well, here we go. Josué Hernandez comes on for Panama. Says his best pitch is a slider. Says he's one of the team's top 5 arms. down 2-0. Edwards Diaz trying to calm him down with Justine Martinez patient in the box. Again, the whole identity of Nicaragua's offense is patience. Take until you see a strike.
And well coached in that. Look how up in the box he is.
He does take a strike.
Let's see where he stands now with 1 strike, 2-1 count. Moves back just a little bit.
That's a strike, 2-2.
Justin Martinez at the plate is the most demonstrative out of all the hitters from Nicaragua.
By a lot. Against Josue Hernandez, 2-2. Bunted in front of home plate. Edwards Diaz to third. Wow, what a choice by the Panamanian catcher.
Like a cat. Wow. How about this? Comes up, checks the runner, barehands it, and throws a strike over to third as Brian Quintero moves over from short to cover. Excellent play, bare hand, and then the strong throw.
Confidence and decisiveness from Edwards Diaz. Now the leadoff man for Nicaragua, Jonathan Uros. Take strike 1.
What you need, throw strikes, let the defense play. And Josue Hernandez is doing just that.
Saw Josue's mother, Yami, watching her son work in relief. Just missed 1-1. I think this kid's got a little swagger and spice to him because he says the whole team calls him Salchicha.
Ave Maria.
One. Bouncing ball left side. The third baseman almost to the shortstop. Quintero safe at third. Loaded up.
I'll tell you this, that wasn't the play to go to third base on it. It was actually to go to second. Lucas Olmos trying to get the lead runner. And let's take a look at this one. You go to second, you might have a chance for 2. Instead, it's a foot race to the bag, and he was out.
They are out of challenges here, but that says out.
That was a clear out.
So bases loaded, 1 out instead for Jose Martinez. Bouncing ball to the mound. Hernandez to the plate. Diaz bobbles. They're going to call it an out. They're going to say it was on the transfer. So they're going to say 2 outs and no run scores. It certainly looked to the naked eye that it was not on the transfer, that it was a drop, and that the game should be tied.
Yeah, and this one, you might get some help from the other umpires. Jason Kelly from second base is going to call a meeting here, and I think they're going to get this one right amongst all 4 umpires. What a turn of events right here. A missed call at third base, no challenges, and now at home plate, another one. Well, we're going to find out what this conversation is about.
Boy, a couple bang plays.
But this one, if it gets overturned.
And they just overturned it and said the run scores.
And it's the right call. It's the right call right now. And now you have.
Now Panama wants the explanation, so the umpires will come over. Look, they got this right. Clearly, the run should have scored there. It's about getting the call right.
Yeah.
And in the end, they get it right.
Yeah, and I think it's a little frustration on the Panama side because of the play at third base.
Yes.
Where that runner shouldn't even have been there for that to happen. And most likely, if they go get the out, or if it's an out, you're looking at game over with that ground ball right there to the pitcher.
And now we said Panama was out of challenges. That's why 2 plays prior at third, they couldn't challenge what appeared to be out.
Yeah.
But the rule book does say, quote, umpires can call for video replay on any play themselves, and it did not go to video replay.
And late in the game, I think you should.
So now this game's tied. There's only 1 out. The bases remain loaded, and this is Nicaragua's number 3 hitter, Moises Estrada. And now Panama wants to give the catcher Edwards Diaz a new catcher's glove.
What happens is that catcher's mitt is most likely the catcher's mitt that was given here at the Little League. So now he is using the good old faithful that got them to Williamsport.
And generally, that's a matter of the one that got him here is more broken in, but you want to use the flashy new great glove you got.
Wouldn't you?
I don't blame him one bit. Moises Estrada fouls one back our way and just off the railing atop your waiting mitts.
And I had that too. I had that too.
Make a play.
Oh man, this got in the way.
No. Just a figure of speech. You clip a nail too?
Trainer.
What else is going to happen here in the top of the 6th? Our pets' heads are falling off. This hits him, and Nicaragua leads. A bat flip for the ages after the go-ahead HBP. This is chaos.
That's a second hit by pitch as well for him, too. This one's a huge one. It puts him ahead.
Okay. Hey, 1 out.
This inning has gone walk, hit by pitch, bunt, catcher through to third, ground ball to third baseman flip to the shortstop, roller to the mound who flipped to the catcher, bases loaded, hit by pitch. And now Clemente Sevilla, the big star for Nicaragua, who now leads.
Clemente's trying to hit it into the parking lot. One out, infield in.
The 0-1. Up and away to Sevilla. Sevilla's worked a couple full counts. The superstar from Wednesday's win for Nicaragua. Game-ending outfield assist after 5 2/3. 2-1, and nowhere to put him.
He's stepping in the bucket too. He's looking for something he can pull to try to hit out. He's not looking for a single.
Two-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Nicaragua fans have been vocal all week. Twists and turns in this game. Josue Hernandez ready with a 2-2. Swing and a miss, 2 down.
And it stayed away the entire time, and Sevilla was trying to pull, step it in the bucket. No chance to be able to reach a pitch like that. Smart pitching.
Still loaded, but now 2 outs for Josue Hernandez, who faces the 5-hitter Kenny Jimenez. That's a strike. Top of the zone is the batter's armpits in Little League. 0-2. Good breaking ball. Risky throw by the catcher, Edwards Diaz.
I wouldn't do that again. Said, do not throw it over to first.
Tiago de Gracia, the first baseman, saying, come on, man.
Don't do that. Hitter on top of the plate with 2 strikes right now. Shades of Martin Maldonado in the postseason.
0-2. Swing and a miss. Diaz couldn't locate it, and a run scores. Diaz throws to second, and it kicks into right. Now Jose Martinez scores. 2 more runs in on what should have been a strikeout to end the inning, and it's 6-3 Nicaragua. This is one of the wackiest half innings you'll see in your life.
Yeah, this has not turned out the way Panama wanted it to, and then throws it over to second base and hits right off the leg of Brian Quintero, and ricochets a short right, and another run scores. It has fallen apart for Panama here in the top half of the 6th inning.
It's a 4-run inning without a hit.
Four runs on no hits for Nicaragua.
I mean, look at the reaction from even Kenny Jimenez. This has been wild. We've had a review that did happen on a hit by pitch foul ball question. We had a review that did not happen on a bang bang play at third.
That was key. The decision was not the right one made by Olmo at third base to go to third, but he was still out at third, and it was called safe.
We just had a switch in left field for Panama, and now we have a catching change as well. I mean, this is as crazy a half inning as I've ever seen at any level of baseball.
Yeah, it really is. This play right here, you got to go to second for the force out. You go to third. He beats him to the bag right here. You can see that it should be called out. Instead, it's called safe. And that gives Nicaragua life. And what happens next? An easy 1-2. Oh, he drops it. He's called out. It's reviewed by the umpires. And guess what? It goes Nicaragua's way. And it was a right call. Then the hit by pitch. The bat thrown across the infield, you could say. But another run scores right there. And that was the go-ahead run for Nicaragua. They end up adding a couple more.
Let's go.
I mean, this has been absolute chaos. Kendry Arauz is the batter with second and third, 2 outs.
And it all started with that at-bat by
Uros,
the leadoff. Uros to lead off the inning.
He ran it full and walked.
Ran it, looked up here, continued to stay calm during his at-bat. Then let the top of the order take care of business.
I mean, remember there was a question in that at-bat too on hit by pitch or not.
Yeah.
We had 2 hit by pitch question marks, the first 2 batters. Then we had the bunt where the catcher Diaz made a great play to throw to third for a force. Then after that was the ground ball that we showed you hit to third where there could have been an out. Panama didn't have challenges. The umpires did not go to review themselves, called safe. And then the comebacker to the mound, the catcher dropped it, originally deemed on the transfer. That wasn't the case. And so the run scored to tie it. Then bases loaded, go ahead hit by pitch. Then strikeout, drop third strike, throwing error, 2 more runs in. You got all that? 2-2. Another foul.
And you look at the scoreboard, and it's 6 runs on 1 hit. And that hit happened in the first inning.
Only in Little League.
Only in Little League.
Just missed. It's like on baseball on the radio. And after 5.5 from Williamsport, 6 runs on 1 hit, no errors.
You got a future.
2 on, 2 out, 3-2. Swing and a miss. Josue Hernandez comes back with a strikeout, but Nicaragua surges back in the most improbable, head-scratching, what did we just witness fashion? 4 runs on 0 hits. They got the lead. Nicaragua 3 outs away from another win. Bottom of the 6th. I mean, 9 runs on 8 hits combined.
It's impressive, and only in Little League can you see this. Look, this is far from over. And we've been a witness of this. We've been coming here for years, and knowing anything can happen here at the Little League World Series.
How about this? We can track it back to 2013. Since then, no team had scored more than 3 runs in a game with 1 or 0 hits. No team had scored more than 3 runs, 1 or 0 hits. Nicaragua has 6 runs on 1 hit. Bottom 6, Panama's got to go to work. Ball 1 to start from Moises Estrada to Edgar Villarreal. Popped to short his first time. 2-0 to begin. And Panama inject some of that patience that Nicaragua's had offensively to try to jumpstart something in the last of the 6th.
You need him to set up right down the middle because he's hitting his spots. But right now, Joshua Mercado behind the plate, just center. Got to take a couple pitches here.
That's up high, 4-pitch walk. And tying run to the on-deck circle for Panama.
Never a dull moment.
What else we got in store, Eddie?
We're about to find out.
Edgar Villarreal stays patient, gets on. And now Dominic Saavedra. Mound visit incoming.
Hey, 6-3 el partido.
6-3 game.
Yo siempre confío en vos. Vos siempre nos has dado grandes victorias. Hoy no será la excepción, ¿viste? Por favor, vamos. Pon strike. Pon strike, que todo va a salir bien. Vamos, es tu juego. Es tu juego. Vamos a animarlo. Vamos a animarlo.
Let's get animated here.
Coach.
In a game chock full of mound visits, Jose Rodriguez informs he's got only a couple left. So here we go. Man aboard, Dominic Saavedra against Moises Estrada. Again, he was the closer on Wednesday. Strike one to start at 73.
That's firm. It's right over the top. Moises Estrada trying to get the first out of the inning.
Outside, barely off.
He's hitting his spots. I'm telling you, it is accurate right now. Great location right there to see if he can get the chase.
Time not granted. Oh, but then the pitcher stopped.
Redo. No pitch. No pitch.
I think that's probably the right outcome, too. Cut and a miss on 73.
Go right back to it. No need for trickery right here.
1-2.
One, two. On the ground. Estrada to second. Uros with no throw to make. And now in some pain.
Oh, he landed on that knee. Should be okay. He's bending it on his own. Focus on getting the ball, steps on the bag, and then just trips. You see that left cleat catch, lands right on that knee.
I think we take it for granted when we watch Major League games. Footwork from middle infielders on the bag turning double plays.
Yeah, it's special. And let's not forget, they're wearing shoes right now that they weren't accustomed to wearing all season long. They get all this swag from Adidas when it comes to the shoes. They get swag from Rawlings and Easton as well. There it is. Stretch it out. Just like you, Monaco.
Oh, I'm limber up here. We are officially 2 hours, 45 minutes into one of the wackiest Little League World Series games you'll ever see. Tying run still in the on-deck circle. This is Khaled Valdez. More than 1,000 Major League games. More than 1,000. This year in Major League Baseball have been played faster than this game here.
But I guarantee you, no game has had 6 runs and 1 hit.
Definitely hasn't happened. I bet it's never happened in Major League Baseball. Again, just missing. And now Estrada's barking at his catcher, Josué Mercado, about where he's setting up because Moises is drilling his spots.
He's setting up way inside now.
There's the strike. He says, hey, man, put your mitt over the plate. I got you.
I'm going to hit the target.
That's beneath the zone. It's a walk. And so the tying run comes to the plate for Panama. I got you an answer, by the way. From the great Alejandro Berry in research, since 1900, 1 Major League Baseball game.
1.
With 6 runs on
year?
1 or fewer hits.
What year?
1909.
1909.
Yeah.
My grandfather, rest in peace, was 2 years old. Pablo de la Cantera.
0-1 to start out, Yeko Sanchez, who, oh, by the way, singled up the middle his first time, scored a run, and that started the big 4th inning for Panama. Inside, 2-0. He was going to wear it.
He was going to wear it.
You heard squeeze. These are not strikes.
Yeah, they're not.
And they're not big misses, but Panama's just been patient.
He just said fastball, here it comes.
He told him what was coming.
He told him what was coming. Fastball again, here we go.
Bouncer left side. Marvin Somariva on the run for out number 2.
Nicely played too. Just get the out. Now you're 1 out away from a W. And this is the difference between Nicaragua, because you have 2 players that were not allowed to come because of visa issues. They have 12. Panama has 14 players, so now the 13th player in the lineup, in the batting order, is up instead of the leadoff hitter.
Orlando Acosta takes ball 1.
And they're telling him to get on top of the plate. He doesn't want to get on top of the plate.
He wants to hit. The guy they call Osito, Teddy Bear, takes high, 2-0.
They just told him to take a pitch. Now
3-0.
He felt that in the back.
Oh my gosh.
And it didn't hit him. Osito right now is like, hey, he's got not 1 take, but 2 takes.
Panama get the tying run aboard in one of the wildest games you'll ever see in this sport at any level. A strike. Acosta wanted to get aboard.
And again, he gave him another take sign.
Moises Estrada's 3-1. That is high, and the bases are loaded.
We got the tying run at first base. We have the go-ahead run at the plate, my friend.
Ian Salcedo bats with the bases loaded. There's been 1 walk-off grand slam in Little League World Series history.
And we haven't had 1 hit this inning yet.
Vamos a esperar igual que no marque 1.
Voy a ponerme chiquito.
¿Ah?
Si voy a poner...
Vamos a esperar 1. No, vamos a esperar 1. Okay.
All right, he told him we're going to take a strike.
Ian Salcedo, spark plug on this team.
Búscame el hit, yo no quiero jonrón.
He said, give me the hit. I do not want a home run.
Va a esperar, tiene que bater entre ellos, es posible.
He's going to face a new pitcher coming on for Nicaragua. Giovanni Chavez will take over on the mound for Nicaragua.
Cuidado, pasen por atrás, pasen por atrás. Vamos. Vamos.
Well, Nicaragua got 2 runs in the top of the first inning. Panama got 3 in the bottom of the 4th to grab the lead in rousing fashion. But then in the top of the 6th, Nicaragua scored 4 runs on a grand total of 0 hits. Bouncing ball at third, call on the field safe on what appeared to be out. No video replay on this. And then comebacker, flip to the plate. Oh, and a run scores to tie the game. Bases loaded, hit by pitch for the Nicaraguan lead. And now here, Giovanni Uros takes over with ball 1, 2 outs, loaded up Eduardo Perez.
Loaded up, and you got Ian Salcedo at the plate, and they told him to crowd the plate as much as you can. Oh, that looked like a strike right there. I think everybody was in shock of that one.
Instead, 2-0. You got to love the smile from Giovanni, shaking that off. Look at the practice cut for me at Salcedo. He almost toppled. This has been the best game ever. Never end. 3-0, he's saying no, no. Leadoff man on deck, one of the stars for Panama, Obed Fuentes. That's called a strike. Salcedo basically sitting in the dirt.
He's got to take another now. Let's see what they're telling him to do.
Oh my God. A walk and a run. 6-4. We have had 5 runs scored combined in the top and bottom halves of the 6th inning. With 0 hits, but now one of Panama's 2 big stars coming up, Obed Fuentes.
Yeah, Obed Fuentes started the game as a starting pitcher, was not able to get out of the 1st inning. And all they're looking for is a base hit. Now, not a lot of speed at second base. Outfield will have to play normal depth.
Vamos ahí. Limpia el taco, vamos, venga. Acerquémonos. Estamos ganando por 2, ¿ok? En cualquier base hay out.
We're winning by 2. In any base,
ya sabes, rompiendo.
There's an out.
Yo, hacete adelante. No te vayas atrás ni te harás mucho, ¿viste? Vamos, bloquea, vamos. Vamos. Te traímos para sacar esto, vamos. Vamos, ánimo, ánimo.
Guys, let's go. Let's keep our heads up.
Yeah.
The war and peace of baseball games. The filibuster of baseball games. That's what this has been here at the Little League World Series on your Friday night. About a 3-hour tilt between 2 teams who were so hungry to get here. Ball 1 to Obed Fuentes, who's nicknamed the Missile. He's the fastest player on the team, known for stealing multiple bases per game. You mentioned the huge arm we saw early from Fuentes. Taking again 2-0.
Well, let's see if he gets a green light here, 2-0. Or they tell him to take another pitch. You got Brian Quintero on deck.
3-0, pops away to the plate, Valdez, tag, ball game! Unbelievable! Nicaragua wins it again in walk-off fashion.
I would try to get the umpires to take a look at it if they can, and if they agree, they're walking off the field. What a tough way to end this with the tying run at second base. He got the ball way ahead, but did he place the tag? Yes, he did. Good call at home plate.
Wow. Nicaragua with an outfield assist on Wednesday, had a defensive walk-off win. They do it today with the catcher flipping to the covering pitcher.
What else would you expect? We expect the unexpected here in Williamsport. It's exactly what happened. Great comeback by Team Nicaragua.
First time they've started 2-0 as a country ever at the Little League World Series. Coming up on ESPNU, it is South Korea and the Czech Republic. And at 7 o'clock Eastern on ESPN, it's New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Coming up next, volleyball, Louisville and Texas A&M with Holly McPeak. Here's Courtney Lau.